So I didn't set up a pre-time or nothing. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, it is 10 degrees cooler here in this place. So that's a good thing. Okay, so perhaps it is better that I just go on ahead and start doing a pre-time, so I'll make sure to just do that every time from now on. That way people are more alert. Anyway, yes, it is cooler here in the apartment today by 10 degrees. It's more tolerable. Yesterday it definitely peaked at 95 and it finally started cooling down way after midnight. It made it hard to get to sleep. Hey, that was exciting. You all meeting that other family. I went on ahead and subbed them. I'm anxious to check them out. It's a lot cooler here today. It's 10 degrees cooler here in the apartment, and it's still over 100 degrees outside. As I was walking this morning, I met up with my landlord. All right, that's fine. That's great. I'm just glad that you popped in. Anyway, as it happens, now you get to know somebody really well like that in that much time. So yeah, that I'm glad that Jim's finally got to meet. I'm hoping to someday get to meet some of my YouTube friends. That would be so awesome. A lot of people I'd like to meet here. As I was walking this morning, I met up with my landlord. She was standing outside the office and she asked if I was doing okay. And I just told her that it was hot. Hey, it's no problem. I'm always looking for new people. Yeah, I noticed they don't have that many subs, so they must have took a pretty long vacay. Hi, Purple. Yeah, I am too, Brights. When I told her that my apartment reached 95 yesterday, she said, "Now, see, it's not supposed to get that hot." Now, I don't know what in the world she did, but, because when I got up this morning, it was 84, and it actually dropped a degree when it should have started rising, and now it's only just 85, so I don't know what they did. Hello, Colleen. Hope you could stay on. Yeah, sometimes things come up you absolutely have to take care of. I mean, you might make YouTube a career. Hi, Kentucky girl. Mitchell family, hey. Um, might make YouTube a career, but there is life outside of YouTube, unfortunately. I am going to make sure that I've got you. I'm not certain if I do, but I'm writing you down just in case, Mitchell family. I'm not absolutely positive. Hey, Brian. Mitchell family. Just be patient with me as I get this down. Yeah, I definitely want to make sure that I have people that I don't. And if I'm not certain, I like to double make sure. All right. Now let me catch up here with everyone. That's right. We do. I mean, as much as I would like to stay on YouTube, I have to take care of the house, take care of my husband, go shopping. I'm doing great, Kentucky girl. How you doing today? Yeah, we might have some fresh people here. I'm definitely going to make sure that I've got the Mitchell family. I don't remember if I did or not. Awesome. There we go. You gotta make sure. Yeah, I'm still yet to check out some other people's live streams. Oh, which reminds me, I have got a few people myself that I would like for everyone to go check out. Remember to leave the link for them in my descriptions after I get this uploaded. But if not, if you don't mind, write them down anyway so that you can check them out. I had a subscriber last night. His name is Fat Ninja Fitness. Now, he is on a fitness journey, and I only watched one of his videos, but I can tell he's got a great personality. So I look forward to watching more of them. And then, like, there's Ruthie D, and she doesn't join on the live stream. She's got a very busy schedule and everything. Hi, Tabitha. Oh, you know about Fat Ninja Fitness? Because I'm still checking him out yet. But as I was telling you about Ruthie D, she does everyday vlogs just about her own life. And right now she's struggling. She's actually lost some subs, but she's got a very sweet attitude about her, and she's fun to watch. So if y'all wouldn't care, please run over to Ruthie D and check out her. I would greatly appreciate that. I would love to see her get to grow. You know, she's a very busy woman, though, and she really never gets to join any of the live streams. Okay, that gives me 2 people to check out. I've got you written down, Tabitha. I'm going to check your channel out. I appreciate you coming on. It seemed like there was somebody else that I wanted to mention to support. They've kind of skipped my mind. I was thinking about writing them down. Next time I'll write down who else I want supported. Because there's a lot of people who, they're not a part of the I Am a Creator group. And they don't get to join live streams because they're so busy and stuff, but they're really working hard on their channel, and they need support too. That's what these live streams are all about, everyone. We love to get on here and support people. I'm going to be on here for a while, Brian, so I'll wait for you. If yous don't care, just kind of spread the word about this live stream, because I do it every weekend on a steady time. And the reason behind it mostly is for people to get to meet one another. And okay, thank you, Brian. And you know, it's for everyone to join each other, to support one another, meet new people. It's the main me doing these live streams. Yeah, Amy's Creations Video Productions, Brian. It is fun. I've considered maybe opening up another channel, but I don't know that I will. Thank you, Brian. I'll see you in a bit, bud. But I wouldn't know what to throw on the other channel. I don't know if I would do the other channel as just. I've come so far with my subscriptions on this one. In a way, I'd hate to break in another channel, you know? And I'd have to turn around and work it up too, and so I may just stick with this one alone. It just makes it simpler. So how's everyone's day doing today? If I could think of any other people that I would love for yins to go check out that doesn't do live streams, that doesn't get on them, but they're trying to grow their channel, I'll definitely mention them. And I'm going to try real hard to remember to leave a link there for Ruthie D and for Fat Ninja Fitness. Mondays are usually my slowest live stream. A lot of people's already at work and stuff. Okay, I understand that. I don't know, if I was to start another channel, it would be for my big mouth only. But as far as that, I don't think I'm going to bother to try to break in another one. And just leave this one. This one's doing pretty well on its own. Now see, something like that would be interesting. For me, I don't think it'd work out very well. Yeah, that'd be a good time to do it after that one starts earning. But for me, if I was to try to start a cooking channel or something, I wouldn't get very far. I don't do recipes, and I've got very few of my own. I tried to talk my husband into doing a cooking channel or something. He won't open his own YouTube, and I think he'd be a success. I ended up getting a whole lot of views for him doing that pepper. Yeah. I told him, I said, look there, you're still on my channel. He just laughed it off. He still won't do it. They are. They've got the knack for it. And the thing is, he loves to talk. He's a talker. And I told him, I said, you wouldn't necessarily have to show your face. Just talk behind the camera, whatever. I mean, he'd be good either talking about politics or doing cooking or reviews, because he loves trying MREs, and he's good buddies with other reviewers. There's all kinds of things he could get involved with. A good friend of ours, he doesn't even show his face. The only thing you see is his hands, and he talks about what he's trying. My husband could do that, but he won't. I think he'd be an instant hit, though. He certainly has the memory on his phone. I know he could. Who knows, one day I might actually talk him into it. I don't think I'm going to give up on him. He has all these ideas for what I can do on mine. I told him, I said, you got all these ideas, you might as well do it yourself. No. Hopefully I'll get some traffic in here before long. I can understand Mondays being the slowest, though. The only reason why I do Monday as well is just to continue bringing in the view time. Because other than that, my weekends are empty. And best time to do these live streams is when hubby is at work. Empty air time. Yeah, I figured you were. So far it looks like you're the only one. I'm not the gabber. I always look for somebody else to be the gabby. I listen and read, and if it's something that we could talk about, then we go in. I'd say you've got a lot more, where you've got over 1,000 subs now. And it takes time to get those done. Come a point in time, I won't be able to keep up with mine. But in the meantime, I can, and that's a good thing. I don't want to ever end up neglecting anybody's comments. I really don't. I hope I don't ever get to the point that I can't keep up with them. That's right. That's the way I feel about it. But I do understand that, like, you get so many subs, and then you start getting so many comments, and you can't keep up with them. I don't know how many people, out of the goodness of their heart, they try to, and they can't because there's so much. They're overwhelmed. There's this one in particular I enjoy watching a whole lot. And he had to apologize one day. He said he was up all night trying to catch up with all the comments, and he just couldn't. And I think he's got over 21,000 now or something like that. Yeah, that's what he's gone to do, and just going on ahead and at least giving everybody a like on their comment. Even if he can't reply, he goes through and at least does that much for them. So at least there's something there, an acknowledgement. When I was letting you have your view time yesterday, I was sitting watching a show, and on occasion I'd look down and read a comment and add my 2 pennies to it. I was trying to pay attention to the comments and watch the TV show at the same time, while at the same time melting on the couch. It took me probably until about 2 o'clock last night to get to sleep. I enjoy being on there. Now, any other time I would have been paying closer attention. Yeah. Well, I was exhausted, and I went to bed early before my husband got home from work, and I dozed off. And then I was dreaming, and I ended up before a panel that was bright, and I opened my eyes, and here the bedroom light was on. I thought, oh, he's home. And that just, if I could have stayed asleep, I might would have made it. But because that light was on, it woke me up. Then once again, I recognized the heat. And so it just, but hopefully it will cool down a lot better for sleep tonight, because I am so exhausted between packing, unpacking, and then the heat and everything. I'm drained. I'm doing good to open up 1 box a day now. Even if I don't completely put it up, I'm just opening up a box a day. He's supposed to be off at 11 in the night, but sometimes he gets to work an extra hour or two. He tries to put in some overtime because right now he's only working part-time, and he's wanting to earn the extra money, so sometimes he gets to put in a little extra. He's hoping to be able to start full-time here before long. That would be a blessing. That would make him earning close to 500 a week, which wouldn't be bad. Yeah. Well, the way it is, we moved here, and like, he's drawn disability, but before long he's not going to be able to draw it anymore. The, way back in his past, he went through a mental breakdown and he was awarded a disability check on his mind, but he's since recovered from that and now he's working, and so he's not expecting to keep his check for long. So we definitely need him to be working full-time by the time that comes around. Thank you. Thank you. I greatly appreciate that. Prayer makes a difference for sure. Yeah, it is. It's very hard and getting worse. Some people I would love to put over my knee and give them a good hard whooping. The way their attitudes are anymore, just give them a good hard whooping, make them wake up. Hubby said it's supposed to be 108 today. I'd say by now it's at its zenith. And so for it to be cooler here in the apartment, they had to have come over and done something with the air conditioner, which was crazy because she said that her maintenance man said the last time he was here, he even cleaned out the coils. So I don't know what was done, but it's made a difference. It's about as cool as what she was having, because she said that yesterday her place reached up into the mid 80s. And so I appreciate whatever was done. Now maybe we can keep a heads up on this heat wave that we've got. Be able to manage through the day. Tomorrow we're going to be getting drapes. We're going to be investing in those heavy insulated blackout drapes. They'll make a big difference here. I do these adult coloring books. Supposed to relieve stress, but sometimes I think they cause me a little bit more stress. I never was much into coloring anyway. Gets aggravating. All the intricate work starts to get to me. Monotonous. I don't know why I even bother. Yeah, the other is on the silent side. I guess they're just letting it run. Which is fine. I mean, they can say yay or nay. Okay. Think of some more people. Who else? Majority of people that I'm supporting. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you kind of on the busy side there, aren't you, hon? Busy, busy. Well, I appreciate you letting it run anyway. I mean, that's better than nothing. I didn't know who and all left and who and all stayed on, and I do know that Mondays are slower for me, but howdy, Mike Chauncey. I'll be sure and check you out. Okay, I've got you written down. I will definitely be looking you over. Okay. Oh, well, that's a cool way to do it. I've never done it like that before. That's a neat way to do it. Hey, Metro, how you doing today? Glad you're here. I finally got to check out some of your videos. That Sonic is an oldie. Today's just a little bit on the silent side, Metro. I don't get much traffic on Mondays. Yeah, I've always took somewhat of a interest in watching the Sonic. I never could play it, but I somewhat took an interest in it. All right, Brian. Glad you made it back. Yeah, I tried. I think he's a little bit too fast for me. Mario Brothers is more my speed. But it is fascinating to see. I really do. A long time ago, over 20 years ago, when my husband's nephew was 6, he played Sonic all the time. Wow. Yeah, so Sonic was pretty brand new when my husband's nephew was playing it. He was good with it. He is real good with it. I think I watched him break it. I think I watched him actually get to the end of it. Yeah, I didn't play very much of the newer of the newer games? All right. Thank you very much, Brights. Now, I played more of the older Atari, and then we got hold of a Nintendo, and we had like the cheaper games. We didn't have the more well-known games. And I did play Mario Brothers some. If I remember right, I never could get past part 2, I don't think. I don't think I could. That was so long ago. Wow. All right. I appreciate that, Brian. I thank you so much for you going over there and getting me on there. Thank you. I am going to have to go check out his. I've seen him doing them, a few, but I've never actually gone on to them. So I'm going to have to be watching for when he does them. Make sure to go on there for him. Now, I love to read. I do. Yeah, that was a very fast-paced game, though. You had to have a fast mind, I believe, to keep up with Sonic. Because, like, he's just so fast and everything happens so quick with him. So I think you have to have a fast mind to play it. Hey, Brian, did you notice how many subs Grandpa's up to? He's catching up to us. He's doing awesome with his channel. Huh. Oh. Yeah, now we never did own a Sega. We owned the Nintendo, but we never did own a Sega. So that book that you're reading, is it helping you out, Mike? Well, yeah, without the ice. I needed something to cool my insides out. Now normally I go for sweet tea, but rare it's so hot, I decided to go on ahead and drink my husband's unsweetened tea. He keeps a good stock of it in the fridge. I'm going to have to make another pot for him though and make it up. Oh, I I prefer sweetened. But I tell you what, when you're overheated and you need to keep your insides cooled out, it does a pretty good darn job. Needed something more than just water, too. Yep. Oh, now that's something I would love to try to learn. His martial arts. I just don't have very good reflexes, and I'm not very flexible. But I've got a very big interest in martial arts. My daughter's ex-boyfriend was a competitor in the Cryogondo, whatever the heck that is. Anyway, he had run trophies and ribbons for his competitions. He'd gotten so good at it, he ended up hitting his dad and tore his face up. His dad was mean, though, so he was just defending his mother, and he ended up hurting his dad pretty bad. Wow. Got yourself a small collection going there. You're being quiet, Brian. Okay. This is how I do my live streams. If there's no specific subject to get into, I just sit here and wait for somebody to bring something up. Others, they just fill the entire time with yak. I don't. Unless it's a subject that we can keep rolling, it becomes silent. Oh, okay. I didn't know that you stepped out again, Brian. That explains why you went silent on me. Yeah, now, usually I do not keep track of what I drink. I don't keep track of my liquids, but today I am. I'm trying to get serious about my weight loss again, which I keep dabbling in it, but I lose complete focus. So I'm trying to get right back into focus again. Oh, hey, Kane. Welcome back, buddy. There ain't nothing wrong with supporting other people's live streams, that's for sure. And they need the view time just as much as the next person. Now, I do drink a lot of water. Well, not necessarily a lot of water, but I am kind of like basically a water drinker. Oh, man. I would love for it to storm right now. I love Billy Blanks. Yeah. I used to exercise Tybo. I got pretty good with the, I don't know what he calls that. Now, I could do pretty good with the sidestep and kick, and then, like, with the uppercut, that's what he called it, uppercut. But yeah, I love exercising with his. I love doing the Tae-Bo. Haven't done it for a while though. I had one last Tae-Bo video and I ended up losing it. So yeah, they look really nice after a good rain. Everything looks nice. I love the way the green shows up in the flowers after it's rained. Everything is clean. It's washed clean. Um, excuse me? I don't allow that on my channel. Oh my gosh. Well, then 109 doesn't seem that hot. Please leave my channel, sir. I'm not going to have anybody put down the president on my channel. Please leave. I don't know. Are you taking care of it for me, Brian? But anybody's views is about the president, I'm not going to have anybody put him down here. They can keep their own opinion to themselves. Please leave, sir. Thank you, Brian. Boy, those trolls are coming around more and more, aren't they? People just don't care. And so was some other president. Sir, get out of here. Well, no, I sure won't. I sure won't. Thank you, Metro. I think you are right now, sir. Please leave. I'm asking you very nicely. That's right. And you know, people are. I'm very much a rake. Thank you for leaving. Yeah, people's allowed their own opinion, but I rather people keep their opinion to themselves if they're going to come onto my channel. I'm not here to do political debates. I'm here to enjoy other people's company and give support. Well, that's just fine because I didn't like Obama being in the office anyway. No, we don't need hate. We sure don't. There's enough hate going around in this world anyway. Certainly don't need hate. Hope you don't mind, Kane. Kind of help Brian out. And it sent me up some more because some of my moderators, they don't show up all the time. So I'm not talking about hate. I'm talking about what president's doing better for the country. Sir, for the last time, please get off of my channel. I don't know. Please get this guy off, please. Thank you. I would like for him to be removed if possible. I know one thing, this is really messing around with my streaming. You have to click on it and then it says you can time him out. I hope so, man. I want him out. How you doing today, monkeys? I don't know. That kind of messed me up. I don't even know where we was at, everyone. I really don't. That messed me up. That's true. You'll get the hang of it, Brian. I just appreciate your support and you trying anyway. I'm still learning about this too myself. So we're really going to have to learn what and all we need to do to keep these creeps out. Because there's going to be more of them. So we're going to have to learn what needs to be done. But in the meantime, we just keep working on it. Well, I'm glad that you're doing okay, Loves Monkeys. Well, hey, removing, I noticed that deleted the talk. Neither am I. I mean, there's enough stuff going on the way it is in this world. We don't need to talk about it while we're enjoying each other's company. We can leave people's opinions out when it comes to politics. Thank you, Kane. Yeah, we seriously need to become more aware of what we can do with these people. That way we are ready. That's right. There are. I choose not to join them. On occasion, there's a subject that kind of catches my eye, and I'll watch it, but on the whole part, I stay out of it. All I know is, Brian, when you click on the name, I read that it says timeout, and I guess you click on the timeout and whatever from there. I've not tried it myself. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. I'll be watching for you. Hey, at least you figured that much out. And you know, the thing is, because they will keep coming, the more that we work on it, the more we'll know how to kick them out completely. I don't want this kind of trash going on my live streams. I just don't. It makes me a nervous wreck, and I know it's uncomfortable for anybody else who's on. We're here to make friends, support one another. Hmm. Well, I still understood what it meant. Yeah, I sure will. Hopefully, I'll definitely remember his name. That's for sure. That's right. Big responsibility. Spider-Man reference. Yeah? Yeah, that's what his uncle told him. I remember that. I do remember that we was talking about rain. Yeah, I was getting ready to say that I wish it'd storm here because it'd cool things down pretty good. If it was to storm, I think I'd get out there and just let it pour all over me. You know, I haven't played in the rain for a long time. Long time. Yeah. I try not to get out in it if I hear lightning, if I hear thunder. I try not to. Yeah, but I do like watching it. If a good storm comes through, I love watching it. I love hearing the thunder, seeing the lightning. Oh, shoot. I wouldn't have minded being underneath that bridge myself. I like going places like that. No, I've never camped underneath one, but I love getting in areas like that and kind of checking things out. There isn't that kind of fun here, where it's such a city. There's really not that kind of fun. But when I lived in Houston, a park that I would go to, I actually got to walk underneath the bridge across the highway and get to the other side where another park was. They actually connected. The fifth, huh? I bet I'd be able to pull that up on YouTube. Then I could listen to it while it's storming. I love Beethoven. Beethoven's pretty cool, and I like Mozart even more. I tell you what, the internet's been acting up here lately. It's been doing it for me. And this is a new router, so I shouldn't be having any trouble. Yeah. Yeah, I know the railroad company does not like people coming around. And I'm going to have to remember that the next storm that we get, I'm going to have to check that out. That's the one thing for me though, Brian. Not only do I like walking bridges, but I like getting underneath them too. Hey, at least it was cool for you. Oh, wow. Well, then I am going to keep you in mind, Metro. Since you're in the tech support, I guarantee I'm going to be remembering you. If I've got problems going on, I'm going to come right over to you and ask you some questions. You've gotten into all kinds of things, haven't you, Metro? It's not been too awful bad of a turnout today. People just popping in and out mostly, nobody really staying, but I've had decent traffic. Hmm. I still haven't thought of anybody outside to, all right, I'll be watching for you. Now, what zone are you? That way I could be sure to be keeping a watch. Are you Central or Eastern? Yeah? Then there's nothing to be afraid of. Just look at it like you're doing your natural vlog. Okay, well then that's no problem. I'll be able to definitely keep up with that. But yeah, just look at it like you're doing a natural vlog, like how it is when you're sitting on your swing and you're just chatting away at the camera. That's all it is. Only you get the pleasure of reading people as they're commenting to you live. Well, yeah, you deserve a little bit of hiatus if you wish. Nothing wrong with that. Ah, yep. Just follow its questions and its prompts. I mean, it is so seriously easy. It'll ask if you want to leave your location, and you can opt out of that. You just X out of that, and then it'll ask for you to create a title, and that's pretty well it. And then you go down to the bottom, go next, and then it'll have you do a thumbnail. It'll count down and do a picture of you, and then you press go live, and there you are. Very simple. It's very simple, Brian. It won't be no problem for you. I would never lead you wrong. Beethoven the Fifth during a storm. Yep, I'll definitely try to remember that. You're very welcome, Brian. I look forward to it. Now, I'm going to be watching for you now. Yeah? Yeah, that's true. That's true. And the most interesting thing is you never know who's going to pop on. You don't know if you're going to have somebody come on that you don't know and you get to subscribe to them, or you end up with some kind of jerk like that troll that popped in. But it's still interesting. Okay? Now, I've not ever set it up on the laptop. I've only done it here on the tablet, but more than likely it's the very same way. So don't go freaking out, okay? More than likely it's done the same way. And just you get to use a mouse. All right. I am definitely looking forward to this now, Brian. I am greatly looking forward to it. And I believe that you're going to be a success too. Now, you're going to do great. I think you'll have so much fun you'll want to keep doing them. Oh, that's okay. I've got teeth missing too. They're maybe not so visible, but yeah, they're there. I'm actually a little cautious about which side I smile from, but both sides don't have any teeth. So I'm kind of careful about that. Wow. Yeah. Let's see, what are those? Now, I have gotten tips from other creators and TubeBuddy already. Yeah, 12 years, that's a long time to be doing a channel. That's a real long time. That must have been like when YouTube really started out. Uh, I don't talk like that on this channel. I don't have that kind of language going on. I don't use anything specific. I just go straight through YouTube. This tablet does a really good job. Now, where does that come from? I like that saying. Get me some good cashews here. I ate before I started the live stream and I'm hungry now. Oh, you're okay, Brian. You're all right. Yins may notice on occasion this on my arm. Wow. Yep. You pretty well started when YouTube did. That's cool, though. So you've got to see YouTube evolve a lot. Anyway, the mark on my arm, there's a backstory to it. When Mom was pregnant with me, there was a dog jumped up on her lap and scratched her belly. When I was born, that mark on my arm was the size of that dog's toenail and the color of its fur. And if you notice, it still has something similar to a toenail shape. A few weeks ago, my brother-in-law and his daughter came for a visit, and she saw that and she asked where I got my sore from. Oh my! You have done awesome, Brian. Wow. That's incredible, buddy. Last time I checked, I was up to 315. That's awesome. Oh, well, forget the spinach. Other than that, you got my mouth watering. Enjoy your dinner. Boy, at this rate, instead of getting 1,000K for your birthday present, you're going to end up with 1,005. You're doing terrific. And you talking about printing. You're doing great. Oh, and for your information, I checked your view time. You've got more view time than me. So, yeah, you can't quit. You're progressing very well. Now, I can understand you getting impatient like that. I do. But, you know, with YouTube, it's hit and miss. But if you keep good and steady, it pays off. Now, I've never been a drunk, and the worst I've ever done is wine coolers, but I've never gotten drunk. But I do know out of watching other people that do, it really kills a lot of things. If you ever want to stop drinking, Brian, I'll be praying that you can. It's a rough hole to get dug into, isn't it? Well, I'll be here to support you any way I can. Every step of the way as you need a good friend, Brian. I'm right here for you. And I won't stop praying for you. I would love to see your life turn around for the better for you to have success and stuff. Not just with YouTube, but with an overall life. Is that what it is? The anxiety gets to you? Anxiety is just as wicked as depression. I used to suffer from depression as a kid. I've attempted suicide many times in my life, even in my adult life. But I've not been suicidal now for, I don't know, maybe 8 years, going on 10 years, something like that. Some of the things I've attempted to kill myself. Sad. I tell you what helped me a lot, though. My parents and the fact that I had my kids. I guess in some ways, though, I was pretty selfish, because when I was trying to kill myself, I wasn't thinking about my children or nothing else. I was just thinking about getting out of here. My first marriage was really, really sad. I felt unloved and unwanted. I'm blessed with my second husband, though. Sometimes I think he loves me too much. But a person can never have too much love, honestly, especially when they're sensitive. Aw. Well, believe it or not, I'm my husband's first wife. He had never been married either. And he was actually your age when me and him met. He was 46 when we met. He's 50 now. He used to be a drunk years ago. I would ask, but that's only it. It's your business to tell me if you want. Maybe that's the reason why I feel so much toward you, because I can feel that from you. I can feel that you need friends and care. And I'm sensitive like that about people. I can sense. Mostly because I've been there myself. Other than ever becoming a drunk, I've been there. Anyway, I do greatly look forward to that streaming, and I am going to be watching for it. Hey, Nikki! Awesome to see you here. If you want, Brian, we can exchange emails sometime or another, and I'd be more than happy to hear you out if there's anything that you'd like to share that you just can't open up about here on YouTube. I mean, it's up to you, because I'm not going to push you to share what's happened to you. It's all up to you. But I am a great listener, and I try to do what I can for comfort. So I'm there for you, whether or not that we pass emails. I'm there for you anyway. Okay. I'll be sure and copy that down. So how you doing today, Nikki? Oh, well, that's easy enough. It's certainly easy enough. I'm doing pretty good. You didn't make it yesterday, did you, Nikki? Did you come on my live stream yesterday? I had so little traffic yesterday. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, you was on break, wasn't you? Actually, I had decent traffic yesterday. Saturday was really slow. Are you at work now, or are you off work? All right. Well, awesome, Nikki. I'm glad that you're home. I'll be watching for your stream, Brian. All right. Nikki, if you don't care, be praying for Rogue Exploration, please. He needs a great life change. He's deep on my heart. Thank you. I've been praying for him for a while now. He's a wonderful friend. So many people with so much going on in their life. It's sad. Heartbreaking. Yeah, me too. Me too. I ended up with a really bad troll come on, and he done everything he could to get them off, and he's still learning how to be a moderator. Yeah, but I had to set up some other moderators to help get this jerk off. But he was right there. He was ready to do what he could. And I appreciate having people like that, having awesome friends like that. It makes it worth having subscribers and supporters when you can be good friends with them and things. Now, I don't know if you know the Brights, but they just got to meet a fellow YouTuber family, and they done a video on it. And they've been talking to each other for a while. I know. I've been greatly blessed, though. I mean, on occasion, one will pop up and say something and then leave. And then there's others that try to just lash on. And that's when people's got to go the extra step to get them out. But on the whole part, the majority of people who comes on my streams, every one of them are supportive and kind and really great to have conversations with. So, yeah. And I know that there's going to be people who comes on like that. Yeah. Yeah, and his fanfare is growing. The last time I ran on, there's so many people there you can't keep up with the comments, and it actually got to the point that I couldn't really go on anymore because there's so many people. And that's just a little bit too much traffic for me. I couldn't keep up with everybody. But what he's got going on is awesome. If it hadn't been for James Cox, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now with my channel. I'd probably still be stuck at around maybe 50, 70. One, probably where he got started early. I know his evening streams are busy, real busy. I'm trying to go to the newbie streams. That way I can be more supportive of them. Where he's grown so fast and everything, he's doing great. I wouldn't know how to do that. I didn't know that I could. I'd have to check that out. But yeah, these small YouTubers that's doing the live streams, I'm trying to get onto them more often. That way I can give them their view time. Okay. I'll certainly have to check that all out. Alrighty. Well, I will most certainly check that out, for sure. I do know how to go up the comments and find the person that I was wanting to click on, and then it'll stay there. And then I have to run it back so that it's current, but I've never known that I was actually able to slow it down. This is normally how I run my live stream. It's silent unless there's a subject that pops up, and then we can all get into it. Other than that, I'm silent. I just watch for people to comment. And nothing much. Just basically focusing on staying cool. It's at the zenith of the day, and this apartment reflects that greatly, so just trying to stay cool now. After all, I'm going to catch Rogue's live stream. It's going to be his first time. He's going to be holding it at 6 o'clock if you think you can manage to pop in and say hi. I'm hoping that he's got great success on his first one. That way it'll encourage him to continue doing them. Other than that, nothing going on. Been taking my time about getting unpacked and stuff. It's Central. It'll be 6 o'clock Central, so whatever you've got. I know Eastern it would be 7 o'clock. I'm not too familiar with the difference in the Central Zone and the other zones other than Eastern. Hi, Grandpa. I didn't think you'd show. You usually don't show up on Mondays. I am so tickled to see you here. Okay. I don't know if you're aware, Grandpa, but Brian is going to be doing a live stream at 6 Central today. We finally got him to do one, so it's going to be at 6 o'clock. I'm going to run a short announcement here, y'all, while I'm online here with you. I'm going to run a short announcement. Hey guys, I'm just wanting to announce that at 6 o'clock Central, Rogue Explorations is going to be doing a live stream. So please show up. It's his first one, and I would greatly appreciate you being there, and I'll be watching for you. Bye. Hey guys. Get that going for him. All right, Grandpa. I know he will appreciate that. I'm definitely going to be there. Awesome. I saw how well you're growing. You're doing great, Grandpa. And would you believe it? Bryant is up to 335, 336, something like that. He's booming. He's exploding. He's doing great. Okay, I've got that out there for all to see, whoever will look. And get some people over on his live stream. I want him to have a great success today so that he'll continue doing it. All right, Grandpa. Wow. We're just shooting up there. This is wonderful. We're all making friends and stuff. It's just so great. I love it when people comes on here and you get to support one another. It's awesome. I get great joy out of it. But yeah, we're just, it's almost like we're just floating on now. Almost into the rapids, I think. It's fine with me. I ended up getting some Asians subscribed to me today. And good thing is their videos was just music and they didn't do any talking, so that was a good thing. I didn't need interpretation. Hi! Nothing much, just chilling out. I'm writing you down, Super Gamer. Just in case I don't have you. I'm not sure if I do or not. I've got so many subscriptions now. I'm trying to keep up with everyone that I've got. How are you doing today? Well, that makes it fair, doesn't it? Looks like a lot of people's got storm coming in. I would love to have some storm. We need some storm. It hasn't rained for a long time and it is getting dry here. The heat is overwhelming and no rain. Having to keep extra watch on my plants. Yep. As the saying goes, hashtag paying it forward. That means more than just one thing. Well, I wish you'd been on here earlier, Grandpa. I sure could have used your hand. Ended up having a troublemaker come in. Had to have Brian and some others. I had to set up some more moderators. But yeah, I had to set up some other moderators to help Brian out. Yeah. And it's always the strangers that does it, the people that just pops in. Because the people that I know on here, my friends and YouTube family, they don't behave like that. It's only the strangers that pops in and they act ugly. This one tried to throw politician in, tried to throw in the politics. I wasn't going to have it. And as I said, people, they've got a right to their own opinion, but I'd rather them keep it to themselves. It looks like I may have some people on here just letting it run. It does. It creates a whole lot of hate. And I tell you what, it can get very, very nasty. And it's just something that I've got the nerves to handle. So I prefer just not to even have it. I mean, I can argue with the next man, but my nerves don't do very well with it. So let's just not have it. I'd rather not. I agree with that. We'll let this run for about 10 more minutes, Grandpa, and then we'll get off here. I'm going to try to grab myself something deep before Brian starts. So we'll let this go at the half hour. That's the best thing to do. They are. The rules are changing, and sadly, it's not for the better. And that's the reason why we need to just keep our feet down and stick to our own morals and guns, because seriously, if we tried to go with the flow, it can get even worse. I prefer to keep my mouth shut and do a lot of praying. And I do try to stay positive, I really do, because there's so much negativity anyway. And, it can get depressing. So I'd rather just talk about the good things, the positive things, the uplifting things. Okay, I'll have to find that and watch that. I think I remember seeing that title. Absolutely, Grandpa. Absolutely. Not to mention it can start to raise your blood pressure, which a person doesn't need. Yeah, I will too. Later on this evening, before I settle down for the evening, I'll be sure and look for it. No, and like I've noticed that a lot of videos are made that kind of clashes one another, like head bashing without making names. And honestly, I agree with one who mentioned don't share all your life with others on YouTube and social media. You don't. If you've got a problem, you don't need to share it on social media or put it on video. It's easy enough to do, but I try my best to keep things within limits and borders when I talk. Yeah, I don't know. Some people, though, they go for all that. It's like it's exciting to them. It's what they look for. And that's what I'm just talking about too, Grandpa. It's like if you want to see what's going on, you want a soap opera in real time, find yourself a channel that gives it. Yeah, me too. Me too. That's something my mother put in me a long time ago. She told me simply, just keep your mouth shut. She had the same principle taught to her, though. Her own grandmother beat it all. Told her, shut up. And so, yeah, you don't need to go sharing a bunch of stuff that's going on in your life. Or gossip about other people, getting rumors, spreading stuff. Ain't nobody's business, no way. Who knows, Grandpa? That might be it. It might be about the only entertainment that they get. Who knows? For that matter, let them watch Days of Our Lives and As the World Turns, Young and Restless. They'll get all kinds of that. It appears that I have locked up. Am I buffeting? I bet I'm buffeting. Hmm. Yep. Am I buffeting, Grandpa? My camera froze up on me. I don't know if I was buffeting or what. Did I buffet? Yeah. Well, that's like I've got a lot of subscriptions myself. And the ones that are really good, because my camera freezed up, I didn't know what I was doing. So I just kept on talking. I wasn't sure if it was buffering or what. But, yeah, I subscribe to people and I say subscribe to them to give them that support. But if they've got videos that really isn't of interest, I don't watch them. But I don't want to unsubscribe to them because they need that. But there are certain channels that I will not support, period. I just won't. All right, my great friends, it is now on the half hour. So let's all say goodbye. That way we can get done what we need to. I'm going to try to grab me something to eat before Brian goes on, so I want to be ready for that. And I love yins. I appreciate yins joining today on this live stream. It's been awesome. Yeah, same here. But I love you guys. Yins have a great rest of the day. Redneck! Oh, buddy, I wish you'd been on earlier. Let's stay on about 5 minutes for Redneck, Grandpa. Yeah, I'm going to stay on 5 minutes for you. I'm going to give you 5 minutes. You too, Nikki. Love you, sister. You're welcome. You're so busy always with your live streams, though. Rich reminds me, Redneck, be sure and check out Brian at 6 o'clock. He's going to be doing his first live stream. Please be sure to check him out. I'm hoping that he ends up with great traffic so that he'll continue doing them. I am so anxious. Rogue Exploration. Did you have a good turnout today for yours? Did you have a good one today, Redneck? Yes, it is. I'm tickled. I'm honored. There's a few others that I would love to get on my live stream. I tried to get them. He does long live streams, Nikki. You need to catch on him one time when you can. Oh, I tell you, they're all over the place. Yep, I enjoy his live streams. I do. And he does what I do. Just sit back, let the conversations flow, joins in as he can, and just lets everybody support one another. That's what we do best, Redneck. We just sit back, and if there's something for us to talk about, we do. And if not, we're silent and we let it happen. I love your live streams. And we don't have any certain subject matter, we just let it roll. Is that what you're doing a lot of times? I'm not messing with anything when I'm on mine. Sometimes you might catch me eating. I've never been good at a Rubik's Cube. Wow. Now, either you're that good or you let your live streams run that long. Yes, let him set it up like a bullseye. Red and white on one side and then set it back. Wow. It would probably take me one lifetime to solve it. One time. That's how bad I am at the cube. It actually frustrates me. I cheated on one. I took all the stickers off and placed them in the right spot. And I ruined the cube. The stickers never stayed on after that. Yeah, there you go. Have a Rubik's Cube blast. We've got a shooter here that can shoot the rings off of a fly now. That'd ruin it for me then. I'm definitely not playing it now. If I can't cheat, I'm not going to try. Actually, I don't like cheating, but seriously, I got that frustrated. So glad that you got to join. And I'm going to remind you of my time so that maybe you can join them more often. Saturdays and Mondays at 3:30 Central and Sunday 4:30 Central. So hopefully you can join my live streams more often. The way it goes, usually people starts coming in when I'm ready to say bye. That's how that works. But yeah, I'm going to go on ahead and hang this one up for the day. That way I can get something in my stomach and be ready to watch Brian. Thank you so much, Redneck, for joining. I am so honored that you joined. I will see you on Brian's live stream, Grandpa. Absolutely.